like this. I 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 like this.
All right, y'all in place finally. What's going on?
Did that thing end early?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Man, please, man, y'all, they just mad, y'all. They just ain't ready. They ain't ready. What's the excuses, Bernard? What's the excuses, Bernard?
That was Robert.
Yeah, that was wrong. That was wrong in there.
I'm gonna tell Pastor Jones. Where did Pastor Jones go? I'm gonna tell on y'all.
Yeah.
Tell him lies.
Yeah.
Pastor Jones, tell him lies, Pastor Jones.
I'm up here thinking I got a couple of more minutes. And you starting the show already? Trying to get myself together?
But you know what I mean? In the black community, that means a lot of things. I gotta get myself together. That can mean 100 different things.
It does. It means a lot. Yeah.
But now I got that solid gold 24 karat background. What's going on with that?
I went solid. That's it. That's it. I went solid. I ain't want nothing. I want nothing behind me. So when I cuss, I just bounce off the wall.
Hey, come on now.
Oh, so shuck it, duck it. What we got?
Quack, quack. Yes, sir.
Hold on 1 second.
What just had happened? What had happened? Well, look here. So what's going on with your week? But now I see Tiffany had posted on Facebook, but ain't up here liking stuff on Facebook, but she ain't in place. I don't know what to say about Tiffany and Sean. I'm gonna talk trash about both of them tonight. Both of them.
I guess they got a lot of work to do, so we're gonna let them pass.
That's all right. The contract expired as of today. We'll go like dog talking. You're fired.
You got to say the contract expired.
Yeah, he got that contract. Like Jamal.
Well, you know, Tiffany running for office and it's daylight saving time. So if you ain't here, Tiffany, you either got to be one other place, and that one other place is in the streets knocking on doors.
Well, she ain't got her literature cards printed yet. I just did those, so she, I gave her a plan, but she better get them literature cards all out. Listen here, get them literature cards printed.
Well, I'm coming to Athens. Me, you, and Bernard gonna go to Athens one weekend and help her go door to door. So we just gotta pick a good weekend.
Yeah.
In fact, we could do the show from down there. We can show
what
activism is. We can have somebody taping us while we are knocking on doors and talking to people for Tiffany. So Tiffany, we coming. It'll be in a couple of weeks, but we're coming.
Yeah, they would love to see us.
We already got 2 shows that we're going to be doing on location anyway. I think April the 26th of this month, which is probably be what, next Saturday? That's probably next Saturday.
Where?
Stop the Violence rally.
Okay.
We're going to try to do that live on location, do in addition to the Rabble. And if either one of y'all in town, y'all can be there with me, or y'all can just be on set like y'all are now.
No.
And I'll try to
what day that is?
The next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Listen here.
All right.
There is another solid gold background. Come on now.
Yeah.
What?
You at Bernard House.
What the?
Don't be hating on you right now.
That's JJ Jackson from Good Time. What's up, JJ?
Okay.
He's talking to somebody.
I'm
talking to somebody. I'm trying to figure out how y'all cut my show off. How y'all do me like that? Oh no, I'm talking to somebody. No, ain't no problem. No, they're dastardly little fellas.
Hey, if you had that jacket on, that's why.
You know your show went 59 minutes last night.
All right.
We filmed that. We filmed his show at. We filmed his
Cool.
show at Alicia's studio last night.
But the intro came on like in the middle of the show.
You're such a
You ain't saw that the intro popped up. I'm like, what is this right here?
Oh, you're with glass breaking.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I had saw that. Why I had put it in the group, you know, because Bernard was so busy, you know, he was just trying to attack people and stuff like that, and you know, and see again, because my contract. My contract, because Robert Bryan trying to say there was no excuses. My contract says that
you know, like a face mask.
But don't worry about that. It's the contract. It's the contract. and so, because you know, 2 Thursdays ago when we did Ebony Sports Report, I told you that again, Craig Gordon. So I'm doing this right here. But yeah, okay.
What
so I'm here for now.
What movie
is
y'all
called Boohag. Craig is one of the writers of it, along with Brother Phoenix Higgins. Yeah. So Boohag. So I'm doing. You know, they say Dr. Buzz, but you know, really, those of us fans, you know, really it's Dr. Lavender. You know, I'm representing Dr. Lavender. Now, little thing people don't realize about Dr. Lavender, during the Civil Rights Movement, Dr. Lavender, even people talking about, say, the root doctors, Dr. Lavender was one of the people that bonded the protesters out of jail during the Civil Rights Movement in Savannah. People don't go and talk about that right there. They can say all the stuff they want to say, you know, but Dr. Lavender was one of the business people that put the money up to bond people out.
Okay.
Teray, we're going to talk about history. We're going to need you Saturday on the show, so I'm going to send you the link for 12 o'clock noon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Your pearl brother be on there talking about Savannah. I think he'll compliment that well, because Julius don't know nothing.
Bernard, he can't tell I'm frozen. Bernard, he's talking. I just like that, Bernard.
I can't stand you right now.
Hey, I'm used to it. I know he ain't used to you. He ain't used to it. Hey,
how you did Jamal? Do it again.
I'm frozen with that jacket.
And see,
hey, Jamal, I got something for you. Hey, why you? If I knew you was gonna wear that,
he got on polka dots.
Let there.
You got on polka dot shirt. You got on polka dot shirt too. What you talking about?
Hey, that tie go with this. That tie go with that jacket.
Good. And your shirt go with it too. I'm just saying.
That's true.
And I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. On Friday night, I'm not going to eat anything Friday night, so I can make sure I'm on America After Dark. Because you know I'm up front. When I eat,
night, you gonna be doing a double take. Because 12 o'clock, you're going to be on the Watchdog. Look at God.
But I'm talking America After Dark. See, because I can't handle, you know, I can't eat like 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, because that's going to have me sleeping. So then I know Bernard trying to tell me about what my contract say, you know, because he was like, that joker, you know, because again, you know.
When I didn't see you, I locked you out. I locked the door. I told you to lock the door.
So I make sure I can't eat. I can't eat.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought y'all ready to start?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Our first thing today is Herschel Walker and his comments on evolution. Herschel Walker said, give y'all a little backstory to it. He was on an interview and he said, why do we still have apes? He didn't believe in the evolution of man being related to the apes. He said because the ape should have turned into man by now, so that's got to be phony. So the people are calling Herschel, all the media and everything is calling him a dumb ape.
You know, Herschel Walker went to H.B. Jenkins High School. I just want everybody to know that.
He did. Back then, him and Tony Lee, I think, went to school together back then. That was a couple of years before Jamal, you know.
But that was before you, Jamal. I'm just saying that's what they told me. That was Bernard told me. Now, I don't know if it's true or not.
And Gary Crawford and all them, they all went to school at the same time. They all went to school at the same time with
and Ronald.
Ronald went at the same time. Ronald Williams went at the same. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they all went.
He went at the same time too.
Yeah, that's why
I didn't.
Herschel Walk.
See. This is worse than Ebony Sports Reporters. This is worse than Ebony Sports Reporters. See, I thought this was something serious, and I was gonna give a serious response, but then my brother Robert Bryan just did what he did. Now I'm just sitting here stunned, and all
But
they
that
did
was
is give
Bernard
ammunition
saying,
to
I don't
Bernard Brown.
know.
Right. So that give ammunition to Bernard Brown. Which I tell y'all, the thing that really got me, seeing the signs over in Isle of Hope, Herschel. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
I
you saw
like these
something in Isle
people
of Hope?
here. There's signs in Isle of Hope for Herschel. Yeah, signs in Isle of Hope for Herschel. I was like, oh my God.
Lord
Oh
have
my
mercy.
God. Yeah.
Ain't that something?
But you know, we know who they are, and that's why I'm like, they don't even care. You can be an idiot and run for a position in the Republican Party as long as you give
Yeah.
the lingo. And now I
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
you, that's a problem. That's a problem. I'm like, you cannot be a zealot with regards to this. But that's what they create. They create these zealots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why those idiots go to the Republican Party, because they know they have a better chance. You know, they have a better chance like that, especially Herschel. Come on, that dude, man. But it's a lot of money behind him, so
Mhm.
you can say whatever you want to say. He wind up. If you don't say too much, he may get it. Just don't say too much.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. He doesn't put his foot in his mouth. They're seeing how dumb he is.
Yeah.
Seeing stupid stuff. I think the University of Georgia's educational system failed this young man. And
He got CTE. That's what he got. CTE.
That's
yeah,
not the point here.
he got
He got
CTE.
what blessings hard.
You're right, CTA.
He ain't got no real. If he had a real grandma would have been whooped that behind by now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
He
he is so
he
stupid. He didn't try to. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead, Jamal.
oh no, I say he got a cool thinking education. That's what he got. You said CTE, that's what it's going.
Yeah.
Cool thinking
I
education.
don't think you can say that word, but
Oh, you got
There are
I-
raccoons out there. Ain't no wrong with raccoons.
hey, no, you can't say that. Raccoon.
My granddaddy used to cook raccoons.
Yeah. He was so dumb that he didn't try to run around somebody. He tried to run over him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's clear to run around the person. He tried to run over him. You know? So something's wrong with this boy here from the jump anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
something's clearly wrong with Herschel.
Yeah.
But Herschel say, why haven't apes turned into humans if that's the case?
So they look like him. Oh Lord, let me hush. Oh, Texas. No, Texas, y'all. We want to send him back to Texas. We need our money back.
Next subject. It's a restaurant. It's a restaurant in California. It's a city in California that's going to declare their Chick-fil-A a public nuisance.
Mm-hmm.
They say the lines are so long, got traffic backed up, people are frustrated, so they're going to declare Chick-fil-A a public nuisance. What say you?
But and to be honest, Chick-fil-A, the only restaurant, believe it or not, making money. I mean, they got a system. You know what I'm saying? They get it moving. I seen the biggest Chick-fil-A restaurant. It was in Forsyth County, Georgia. Going through. Hey, man, leave Chick-fil-A. They got a system. You probably sit there with less than 5 minutes.
There it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're talking about.
They had the owner Saturday. We went to pick up my intern, and she wanted Chick-fil-A. Eden wanted Chick-fil-A before we brought her to do work. Me and Mr. Barbie was putting up signs, so we went and picked Eden up. Eden wanted to go Chick-fil-A. I said, "Do you see that line?" The line was in the street. The owner of the restaurant was there, directing traffic on Skidaway.
That's why I respect them.
Because CVS was complaining that they were blocking all their customers from coming in. Customers couldn't get in, couldn't get out because the lines were too long. And Chick-fil-A is just a bad spot.
Yeah.
And y'all see, and my brother said he respect Chick-fil-A, but they close on Sundays. and they also have an issue with regards to gay rights. So y'all respect Chick-fil-A?
Now you ain't gonna talk about my
Well,
good. You know what Dan Cat did with the school, right? Now see, he want to
Well,
go there. Where you
well,
work at,
well,
Trey?
well, let me go. I'll go and share this with you. Truett Cathy is my frat brother.
yeah.
Truett Cathy, the founder of Chick-fil-A, he's my frat brother. I'm a member of Delta Sigma Pi Professional Fraternity, and
There
I'm
it
part
is.
of the people that initiated Truett Cathy into the fraternity. So I'm like, but I'm just putting it out there. You know my thing. I'm just putting it out there. It's like what the thoughts are.
The
Because you know
reason
some
why
people
they close on Sunday is because they food so good that they have to close on Sunday to bring the trucks back, Jamar. And they have their right. That's why.
But you know what? To add the Bernard thing on a serious note, and I tell people this. I may not agree with the issues, but they're a private company. It's like when you private, I ain't saying you got the right to do what you want, but when you become publicly traded and you got them same values, then we got to talk. So that's kind of where I tell people that, they are private now. So,
Yeah.
and Bernard, I agree with you. I think they got to come refill their stock. They got
They
to
do,
have one day
man.
of rest. Hey, they got the
Seriously.
best food on earth.
They the only restaurant rolling, man. Come on, Jamar. Jesus rest on Sunday too, right?
What do y'all think they put that in those chicken nuggets and chicken sandwich to make it taste that way? You don't even need salsa on them.
So
sugar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They put sugar. Sugar's a part. Sugar's a part of the recipe.
Sugar. Somebody told me they
sugar.
soak them in pickle juice.
It's sugar. They got sugar. It's actually you can go online and get and there are people who put the recipe out there. But yeah. So sugar's a part of it. So yeah. But again, when I'm realizing something that again, this is ATR Network, and that actually the show, because I'm how Bernard is tonight, and again how I'm trying to be, and I just realized something. I had a revelation. The show is not called Ebony Sports Report. It's called Rabble Sports Reporters. That's what that show is actually. That's what I didn't realize. It hit me. Bernard Jones, I like, this is like Ebony Sports Report. I like Jamal Jones. It's the Rabble Sports Reporters. That's what that's about. So that's why you just got to be there looking at, like tonight, I'm just looking at Bernard. Bernard is just on a roll right now. Robert Bryant is on a roll. I'm just like, oh my God. This
What? We just love Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A ain't hurt nobody.
None.
Man, nobody.
I'm just
Robert,
talking
you
about
missing
everything.
Man, speaking of, y'all remember the Chick-fil-A in the Oglethorpe Mall when it used to be by Sears? It used to be Raggedy.
Yeah.
Look how far they come, Issa.
Yeah.
Look at God. If you eat that chicken nugget, look what God can take you.
Robert,
And
you
that
missing the
lemon
comments.
juice.
That
That
Ferrante
lemonade,
said, stop
man.
the violence in the courthouses. Dr. Betty Jones said, can you believe that they plan to place a Chick-fil-A and Starbucks on the Ren? The traffic is already terrible. You're right. They're going to build a big one, but I guess they need to do something with the traffic flow. Hey, Rebecca Rose. Dr. Betty said they have a Duran project to help eliminate traffic, and then Parker's is going to place these in the shopping center. Mm-hmm. What Parker's going to replace what in the shopping center? They're going to replace Chick-fil-A's?
They're going to put them
in
there.
Over there by the Globe.
You see it because they cleared it out. That's right. That's
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I see them. I was over there today. I see they took a whole block to make this. Right. So this is going to be the biggest one in the city here. This is a whole block.
Yeah. Right there where that subway used to be.
Yeah. And they took that whole shopping center out. That whole shopping center gone.
They're going to redo it. They're going to do their own thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You got money, you could do that.
Right. That's why they rest on Sunday.
Economics.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay Jones.
And I'm going to say to the people of the Rabble, the viewers of the Rabble, I'm going to let y'all know this is a bunch of trickery that goes on the show. Because I'm going to tell you see how Bernard Brown holds his pen up in the air? That make you think of Bernard Brown as being a student and all that and going to be serious. But you would hear that foolishness come out of Bernard Brown's mouth. It's basically like to just chase you out. That's what it is. He's like a Venus fly. He's like a Venus flytrap. You know, the fly, they see the pink, they see the beautiful pink, and the fly go, pip, that thing is gone. It's dead. That's what I realized that. All this coming to my head.
Yeah. That's how I get them, man. Yep. That's how I get them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, I can run for office because I'm a smooth. I can get you in there.
That's it.
Hey,
And right, and Reverend Betty Jones called out popular place. It's going to be a problem with regards to traffic on
Yeah,
popular place with regards to this right here. And these are the things that we have to have. I'm going to say this: city engineers, traffic engineers. We got to have our elected officials. This is the type of stuff they got to be thinking about. This is stuff they have to be considering. But then we're going to see that when it comes to us, a lot of times they have no consideration, and that's why I'm saying that's problematic.
yeah. I think one of the things we're going to have to do, and this is for District 5, is have the Metropolitan Planning Commission come out and talk through these things because there. And I tell people this all the time. If you go to Savannah, go to Google and look up Savannah Metropolitan Commission, you'll see the 2040 plan that's right there in front of you. But we've got to have those folks come out and be held accountable for the plans they have because it doesn't look pretty.
Ramona said that Mr. Parker can do whatever he wants, ever he wants in Savannah. Why you keep moving it, Robert?
Yeah, how you want? I'm gonna let you. You the engineer, dog.
I was already reading it.
I
Mr.
swear,
Parker
Julius and
can do.
Bernard are
I
problematic.
think I think your computer is just slow. Mr.
No,
Parker can do
y'all
whatever he
problematic.
wants in Savannah and surrounding counties. His tentacles
In tentacles,
are as far as Waycross, Georgia. Yeah, his
South
tentacles.
Carolina.
hey,
Yeah, he goes everywhere. He
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
everywhere. His
he
brother's
is the
even in
quick.
Florida.
Yeah, he's the quick trip of Savannah. Think
Yeah,
about how wide and broad quick trip is in the northern part. That's Parkers is the quick trip of Savannah area.
well,
yeah.
he ain't came this way yet, but he probably be coming.
He can't compete up there. Quick trip got a hold up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, Quick Trip got a hold on him.
yeah,
But he's trying to get a little bit south into Florida because his brother got a couple of stations down there in Florida. And as soon as you get in at the line down there, Dr. Ben Jones said he's about as bad as Scad.
yeah,
Yeah, he's everywhere,
yeah.
but he is employing a lot of them.
Hey, you
He done
got
made
that
a
money.
commercial. Tell them quit your part-time job. I'm gonna pay you $17 to $20 an hour.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
But
he
his gas not good as them Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Hey, he bringing Chick-fil-A nuggets to his stores. Well, you know, I used to love Parker's food,
pocket food. Yeah,
but they took the real chicken out, and all they got is boneless chicken now. So I don't even go there no more. You
uh,
know,
which
yeah.
one in Savannah?
Yeah,
Not like you. They got that chicken in what coming right off of almost when you get the pool of that pocket there. They got chicken, the bones and everything.
Yeah,
no,
on
he done
out there
took
in
them
Garden
out.
City.
Yeah,
He took them out.
Dean Forest Road.
He took them out. He took the bone out.
well, I
All
know
they
what
got.
happened. He took the bones out and he brought Chick-fil-A chicken in. I think that's what he did.
Yeah.
But you're smart now. That's smart.
Yeah. Well, Ivan Cohen said he probably don't play like a Chick-fil-A. I mean, Carl said that. Carl. Okay, our next.
People don't like that comment.
Hey, now this is for Bernard right here.
What's that?
This woman met a man on social media. He came to pick her up and take her on a date.
Try to
She had
laugh.
him jumped. She had him jumped and kidnapped him and
That's
tortured
not
him.
funny. That's not funny.
You got to stay away from these social media dating, man. You can't do that. You don't know who these people are.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
show you these pictures and everything. You thinking that's who you're going to meet. You get there and it's Shanae.
yeah,
You gonna get a fried catfish
yeah.
with a
Hey.
side of potato salad.
Thinking you're going to meet Beyonce. You going to meet Shanae. You know, no, man.
How you doing?
That thing ain't playing, man. That thing ain't no joke. Man, you can't. Man, I tell you. Rebecca said, yes, RG, people need to know what plans are in store for this neighborhood. The MPC doesn't play fair with black neighborhoods. They don't care. If it's a black neighborhood, they say, okay, they ain't gonna mind, they ain't gonna protest, they ain't gonna get up and say nothing.
Uh-uh.
So let's do whatever we want to them. But if you go into a white neighborhood with that same attitude, they're gonna march down there. Numbers mean everything. They're gonna make sure that you understand that they'll put you out of there if you do anything
As
detrimental to their
As a
name.
matter of fact, I bet you will never see nothing like that in Ardsley Park. As a matter of fact, Saturday, if I can get them to talk about it, our special guest, if you ever look on Ardsley Park and Jamal, you might notice there are two posts. There used to be gates on each end of Ardsley Park to block certain populations off. I'll let y'all figure the rest of that out. We'll talk about that Saturday.
See, see how he's putting out rumors. That was not the reason why.
What was it?
See that
I'm telling you what I was told. What was the reason? You think
they were they did that. They did that because they were basically mimicking what is done in England. So that's why they were creating a community
what
like
put
that,
gates up?
mimicking. Right. That's what they get. Right. Those gates that you see right there. But yeah. But I want to throw something out there to y'all when you talk about the NPC. There are black folks who are in
Mhm.
charge of the NPC.
Now
So
that's
what are your
powerful.
thoughts with regards to that? Black folks are in charge of the NPC, and they're the ones that go before city council, and they also go and spit out about why they think this is good, why they approve it, and throw it out there. And this, well, what do we say about those black folks? You know, I'm not going to call the names, but they're black folks. So how do we deal with that?
Well, how do you deal with it? Huh?
He frozen. I
The,
think Jamal frozen.
no, I was gonna say that those are also that's one of the entities that we have to call out, and we are not. We are sitting there, and they are right that they're in the mix, you know, and they continue to pass on that. And especially, I tell people, look at some of the stuff that happened with regard to city council, and look at when they're going to tell what the NPC has approved, the NPC, or this is what the NPC has said, and look at who are the people going before city council who is doing that. It is people who look just like us. And sometimes when it comes down to it, they are not advocating on our behalf with regard to some of the issues that are pertinent to us. And I have not heard many people call them out. I've had some people who are disgruntled and they say they're waiting until the elections. And so, but then I might say even before then, we got to address that. And you have people at the NPC who go and say we should file certain things. And as I had to tell one of our elected officials, I said, they're telling you that. I said, really, they should have been the one jumping in, not getting us involved with regard to addressing it because they would have a way to do it. You need me now? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Y'all, we got a star on out on the show tonight. It ain't often that we have a guest like this here that stars in movies, make his own videos, uh, being called all over the country to speak. You
You
know,
are non problematic.
autograph. Can I get your autograph? He go, can I get
Yeah,
your autograph?
I know it. I know it. You gotta take that jacket off first before you get Hey,
Y'all so
hey,
problematic.
you go on social media and they come and they knock on Jamal door and they see that jacket. That's catfish there.
You so low down. So who are the folks on the NPC board, the Metropolitan Planning Commission board that look like us? Because I need to go back and look.
Thanks, Jamal.
Oh,
Look at who's the director of it, and look at who the people that go before the city council with regards to the various matters coming from the NPC. You know, and we know some of them. We know some of their families. We went to school with some of them.
Bernard,
I'm
no,
saying
Bernard
us.
too.
I'm saying us. We went to school with some of them, and we have people who sit on some of the boards, and some of the commissions that through NPC, and they are people who grew up in our neighborhoods, lived in our neighborhoods, and say this in our neighborhoods, and they have the insight. Because again, the arena project that was something that came into play, and you got people there who go and talk about it, just like I do and discuss some of it right now. They'll be quick to try to tell me about how I don't understand the fullness of it all because they sat right there and they got the insight. And I'm looking like, wait a minute, you ain't gotta have some insight to understand that you got problems over there with regard to the arena and the drainage and all that. You ain't gotta have no insight. You just gotta listen to the people. And then how much do you advocate on behalf of the people? Because again, because you sit on these boards, then that way you think that you have arrived to a certain extent. And then you don't have an obligation to the people anymore and to the communities. Oh, they just put a
Keep going.
name up. I was going. I
Come on,
was going. One
Rebecca.
of the names.
Keep going.
One of the. What Rebecca wanted to put one of the names up there, and see, I wasn't going to say it because I don't want to have an issue. Because I know some people, if I go and say, some people going to say something about me saying it. That's why I intentionally not. I'm not going to say the names. That's what I'm saying. It's out there for y'all, so that that way, because me and some other folks, we are critical of some of these people, and we've been critical when we went before city council, and then had to address some of them about some of these matters, and we saw how some city council members went right along with some of these people, and I was like, nah, 'Cause I want them to say I'm getting personal right now about some of this. I'm just being factual, so that why. But the names are there. Y'all can easily find them.
Who's the chairman of the board of the MPC?
If he was talking,
I can't hear you.
Look,
he
you can
frozen.
put in it. Look and see who's the executive director. You know, in charge of MPC.
Let me go put.
Yeah, young, right. Mm-hmm.
Go to the website. Go to Savannah MPC and pull that up, and then put the link down there.
Yeah.
Rebecca, tell us who they all are.
Yeah, post the link, Rebecca, if you can. Savannah MPC, Metropolitan Planning Council, Master Strategic Plan 2040.
The MPC started right around the time legal segregation ended, so they're serving a distinct purpose. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm about finished, y'all.
Yeah, Terry. You see, I ain't said Terry. You see, I ain't said the name. I ain't said the name, Terry. I don't want nobody. I don't want
Well,
nobody
I'm
trying
gonna
to
say
Terry,
it
say
as
that.
soon as they tell me all.
Terry,
So,
you can say the name, Terry.
Terry, you can
No,
say it, Terry.
I already told you. Rebecca already put a name in there.
That's a name. Let me go look it up. See, look at him.
Can I get
Let's see,
all of them?
Bernard act like he can't Google nothing. But he can
I
talk about
can't.
folk jacket.
I can't. Um, I ain't gonna say their names.
Why? I'm gonna say it. Let me get to the website. Boy, I can't
And
wait to get there.
What they
the
say?
only reason why I'm not doing it right now is because we had an issue last year, and we were not happy with that with regard to one of the city council members, and then some other city council members went along with them people, and one of the people. That's why I say I don't want, because I know how some people try to play like, this stuff is personal. I might say no. So if I say anything, ain't nothing personal on my part. I ain't say I ain't do it. People are intelligent enough to go and get the information. That's the only reason why. But there's going to be a time that some of us going to be going even stronger because we were not happy about some recommendations that were made by folks coming from the NPC. And my people went and said that folks did not make they were not told this information by some of them. And these are
Oh,
brown faces.
hold on. I almost got there, y'all. Hold on. Keep going to the next. I'm gonna post it. I got the list. I got the list. I ain't saying no name, but I'm about to post it. Like you said, I'm gonna let you do your own research. Now,
No,
if you
no,
click on
no.
it,
Call the
Oh no,
names out.
I'm
Even
saying
if
I
y'all.
it's
ain't
not
about to
I'm
do
called
saying
the
that,
name,
y'all.
right.
What? I got to rough off, but you're gonna have me checked up around here.
I'm not gonna vote for you anyway.
No, I mean,
But I'll bring yourself back in here. Old scary self. Terry Mobley, we're gonna bring Terry Mobley in to be a special reading tonight. Y'all check out these links. Ooh, let me see who I know these people. If I know somebody, I'll say that loud, but I don't know these people. I don't know these folks. Mm-mm. Oh, a lot of these people change. I don't remember this being the chair and all that. Okay, all right.
I'm saying look at executive director. Who's the executive director?
Let me see. Let's see.
And they talk to some of the council members that y'all support.
Ooh, don't know who that is. Oh
No,
wow.
I'm saying the executive director talks to some of your council members who you all support.
No, fix it, Jesus. Y'all could email these people. Let me put this link out there. Y'all need to start emailing these folks and tell them, especially District 5, we need these folks to come to our district meeting and talk to the policy holders.
If you
And yeah.
can you
No. Tanya last year, Tanya last spring had the NPC come to the Cannon Park Jackson Park Neighborhood Association meeting, in which the Fifth District Coalition president, some of them were also on. So
Mhm.
Tanya did do that, and so,
Okay.
but I'm just saying. So this, I, again, the only reason why I'm saying that because I don't want the people going to say that right now I'm getting personal about some of this right here, and that because they know that we got some sour grapes. Three of us have some sour. So three of us have some issues with regard to what happened in the city council meeting. Three of us, three people. Two of us were at the city council meeting. Three of us though are tied to this right here. That's why I know, and I know how some of your elected officials would try to act and say that we try and be create the sour grapes, and then also then I say some people that y'all do know some of these people. You do know some of their relatives. And that's why I'm saying, and that one I said the executive director has had conversation. One executive director, one of the people had a conversation with one of our aldermen when I did the Facebook Live with regard to the church being torn down, and that's why I then said to our elected to that elected official, to that alderwoman, I said, listen, and she didn't go and tell you that they playing a role in this right here. She told you to do an injunction. I said, see, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. So here you go. That's
Well,
why I'm saying. So so we know these people are around. These people are there.
so we don't keep, mess up the flow. If one of y'all could tell us real quick in a sentence, why is the NPC important for the viewers? Because I think they need to know it's not always the mayor and it's not always council. Sometimes you have the behind the scenes organizations like the NPC that have a huge power play in a lot of this stuff.
To deal with zoning, just like one of the issues in Carrollton, like in West Savannah, that with regards to restrictions, with regards to what people can do with regards to property, or the space that what they can go do with those properties over there, limiting, the residential area right there, minimizing what can be there. That one facility, I mean, one residential unit could be right there. But you go and look at these other places, you're going to see whereas they have their carriage houses and they have all that, and so they have the carriage house. Guess what they do? They didn't have an Airbnb right there. No, they have some other thing. They have some other unit that they can still draw upon some economic benefit. But in West Savannah, you say, "Oh no, you can't do that because there's not the space with regards to the restrictions."
Yeah, and I
And
have a
so that's
problem with that. I have a real problem with that because if you're going to let only a certain segment of the
I'm about to.
population do Airbnb, then you're discriminating against the rest of the city. If you own a house and you want to renovate that house and make it into an Airbnb, you should be able to. That's your house. You're telling us that only the people who got money downtown it can do Airbnb, and that's the way it is right now. They have it zoned out where only the people that have money downtown, and we know who they are, can have an Airbnb. It's not zoned for outside of that. You can't do it anywhere else, and that's it's restrictive and it's technically is racist, really, because you're only letting one segment of the population with um, money and race, class do Airbnbs. And you telling me I own a house over here, I can't renovate it in West Savannah and make it an Airbnb? No, it's wrong.
Yeah, I think, yeah, not to hold the show that, but a lot of accountability needs to be put back in place from a citizen standpoint.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it really is. It's terrible. We let these people do what they want to do, and then nobody
That's it.
except the three is down there fighting for us. You
Hmm.
got Renetta, you
Yeah.
got Alicia, and you got Keisha who fights for us every day. There's nobody else who cares about what happens to anybody else in those neighborhoods.
Mhm.
Um, if and when you Airbnb a property, that brings the property value up, that brings the neighborhood up. So you should let everybody who wants to have an Airbnb. It just as long as it has ample parking and everything else. Hell, downtown people got to pay for parking if they got with those Airbnbs they got. So it's a whole lot that goes into it. The Metropolitan Planning Committee uh, uh, is as soon as Robert tell me who all the names are, I'm gonna
That's
call.
one of the thing that you gotta go to the link. Teresa,
I
y'all gotta do
tried.
your own.
I
Teresa,
tried.
you gotta do your own research.
You could have put them in the private chat.
Oh, hold on. I don't know
You
why
ain't
they
got to
act like
call
they
no
can't work
name.
their links, y'all.
You
They
ain't
know how
got
to
to
work
call
their
no
link.
name.
Look, he
You
know
ain't
how
got
to
to
work
call
the
no.
link when he want to do the thing in it, y'all.
Yeah, you ain't got to call no names. I call.
Bernard can call too. Bernard, he ain't got no good sense
The
tonight.
only ones I know on that, I knew there was two on there or three. It was Lotson. You had well, you had Robert. You had Lotson. You had Tanya. Tanya
Well,
ain't
look
still
at
on
it.
it.
There it is. There it is, anime.
Tanya ain't still on it, is it?
Um, I don't know these people. Harpo.
Melanie Wilson is the executive director. You got Pamela Everett is the assistant executive director. You got Christy Adams as the who's Christy Adams as the administration. You got Olivia Afruso as the historic preservation. You got Roger Beal as the financial and systems. I don't know what all this means. Stacy Bennett as administration. Where you get this list from? Debbie Burke
On their website.
and
Yeah.
Brianna Davison. You don't know none of these damn people.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know these people. What I
What
just
you
said,
so
viewers.
scared to call
What
their
I just
name for?
said. That's Jamal people.
You
But
don't know.
just to show you how important it is, and I might be misspeaking, but I don't think I am. So the historic preservation. So weeping time. I think weeping time, when we want to get the historic preservation signification for that area, I'm assuming it would go through that group, and they will make a determination of yes or no. That just shows you the power of that board, of that group of people.
Is this a paid position
Hey, check it what Ivan said. Yeah, yeah.
or it's a paid position? What
Yeah,
they
the administration, they got emails, phone numbers. So it ain't. I can tell you, it ain't for free. Something being given up, a meal, a food, a lunch, something.
okay? Well, Tanya had to come off when she got elected, right? Because elected official can't be on that board.
Well, that's a two-way question. But check out that link. But it
But
just shows
Betty
you
Jones says
our
some
power.
neighborhoods do not want Airbnbs because it brings too many different people into your neighborhood on a regular basis. We need different people in all these neighborhoods on a regular basis. Um, I'm
You got to
surprised
get
that
us all in trouble, Bernard.
the ones that the one we
We all
need
gonna be in trouble tonight.
we do need different people in these neighborhoods because Airbnb ain't bringing nobody that you
But
don't want.
I
Airbnb
think Betty,
bringing people who's spending money, staying the night, going to downtown to spend more money, or going somewhere in the city to spend more money, coming back, spending the night, might have a party or two if me and Bernard
Yeah.
there.
but I think what Pastor Jones
That's
talking
it.
about is
Yeah.
what the elders in Liberty City are staunchly against. And Carl will tell you this too, is that even my dad will tell you this. That's a single, and I've been hearing this all my life. That's a single dwelling, single family neighborhood. They don't want none of that mess. They don't want no duplex. They don't want no apartment. They don't want no scat. They don't want no mad. They want single home, single dwelling units, period. No questions asked. And that's how Liberty City is kind of constructed, and that's the thought process there. I'm assuming Poplar Place and round there by the fairgrounds has a similar, Fowler Park has a similar thought process, but them elders in them areas, you start talking about that
So
Airbnb, they get real angry.
Betty Jones says she got
so you
that's
got
Rebecca. Rebecca said, Betty Jones, I have friends who are one of two permanent residents on an entire block. They ruin neighborhoods. Well, it should
yeah.
be I guess, you know,
I,
uh,
I don't know if you go to
it has its
Florida.
pros and cons.
Yeah. You go to Florida, you have a good time in there. You know, it's call where it's at. I don't see, you know, certain things in Savannah running it, you know, downtown, you know. But if you If you're trying to make money or whatever, then okay. But ones that I be in, when in Florida and Panama City or whatever, I mean, they don't have no problem. The problem is in Savannah, man. Y'all, it's like you got a certain group running everything, dictating everybody situation in Savannah. Period. Dictating where the black folks live, dictating where the white folks live, the Asian live. You know what I'm saying? There's no, y'all got just, the bottom line is y'all got bad ass leadership in Savannah. Bad leadership in Savannah. And they only see one eye. That's the white eye. And I'm just keeping it real. That's
That's a great question you got here. Bernard, answer this question for Dr. Jones, Pastor Jones. I think it's a great one.
Matter of fact, I do live my half of my neighborhood is Airbnb. Matter of fact, my next door, I look next door across the street is Airbnb. That it's not always bad. People always turning something, certain things when the problem is because the black folks got caught up on it and now we doing it. Now it's bad. It's bad for the neighborhood. It's bad for that. It's bad because the black folks done caught up with them. That's why it's bad.
But I think you hit a good thing though. It's time and place, right? I think it's good for certain neighborhoods. When I won't use the word good and bad. I think it has its place. Sylvan Terrace, like for example, we all know Sylvan Terrace. I think that's an awful place for Airbnb. It's a beautiful neighborhood, beautiful homes. I don't think it fits there. But there are other places in Savannah it might fit. Maybe some parts of East Savannah might fit, but like Sylvan Terrace, I don't see an Airbnb over there.
Yeah,
I think an Airbnb should go wherever a person want to rent their house out at.
yeah,
And that's just how I feel.
And,
If it was an Airbnb next door, I just don't want in my driveway. They could park down the street and do what they want to do and party all night if they want to. That's on them.
yeah.
But Airbnbs a choice.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean to interrupt you, Jules. Okay, Airbnb ain't no different than you rent somebody. Then you rent your house to somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you renting your house.
Yeah.
People that own it know who to rent to, who not to rent to. Right now, I don't have no problem. I ain't no issues or nothing. Yeah. They come in and they boom. It's booming now because the Braves done moved in Cobb County. So now it's starting to rise up.
Yeah, my next door neighbor, you would think it's an Airbnb. She party all the time, and sometimes when we ain't got nothing to do, we'll go over there. But I mean, you at home. You ain't in the street party. They at home party.
Yeah.
You don't see a whole lot.
Rebecca came for Julius. She came for you. You didn't tell her, but she came for you.
Rebecca said, "How many do you own, Julius?" None. Absolutely none. But I use them all the time.
All the time.
Me too. I enjoy them.
I am in the process of renovating the house that we are thinking about doing one at, but I don't have a problem with it because I see that they're better than hotels. They're a necessity.
Yeah.
If an area wants to preclude Airbnbs in their neighborhoods, then fine.
Yeah.
But if they could get that written in where there's this is an Airbnb free neighborhood, then fine. It's a neighborhood. We went to a party in Florida, a bachelor party from one of my best friends. He got married last year. We went to that party. Exclusive neighborhood. Ain't none in Savannah like it. Well, it probably is way out.
Haverton Woods.
This thing here put Haverton Woods to shame. Ain't no Haverton Woods. This is on the island out there with the boats. This neighborhood, gated community, so big we got lost trying to get to the house.
He was drunk.
House everywhere. Listen, the whole neighborhood is Airbnb. The whole neighborhood. The lady told us 5% of the people live out there are owners. The
Yeah.
rest of it is all Airbnb.
Yep. Yep.
But you know what?
Especially in
Me,
Orlando. We went last
me
year,
and my
man.
cousin, me and my cousin Michelle, that's all we do when we travel. We primarily do about 3 or 4 Airbnbs a year, and they really have rules. Most of them say you got to follow these guidelines. Most of them
Right.
have cameras somewhere around, and
Yeah.
most of them will tell you ain't gonna be no parties. If you violate that, they'll pull up and put you out
Yeah.
and charge you a fine.
Well, you go. Those are the ones that people just go and they just stay the night. They go into a baseball game. They come back home,
Right.
and
Right.
they down there at Disneyland or something. We were
Right.
in
And it's
Tampa. We were in Tampa. I was down there looking for Tom Brady so I could slap him upside the head so he couldn't win another Super Bowl.
You know
And
what?
but he won the Super Bowl anyway. That particular he did win. I was mad, but but I think that you should be able to do that if it's your property, rent it to who you want. But like Robert said, some have restrictions where there are no parties.
yeah.
If you have a party, then you have a then there's a problem. If you have a party, then there's a problem. You get fined and
Yeah.
everything else. It's all kind of charges and
Yeah.
restrictions for Airbnbs. So
And
we have to watch
it's
that.
it's it's some of them more cheaper than it's more cheaper staying there than staying in the hotel.
It's
You
way
stay,
cheaper than staying at a hotel, and
yeah.
the amenities are way better.
Right.
Man, and you can cook your own food, man, please. We had a low country ball
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah. And you
When I
can
tell
suck
you,
your own toes. Yeah.
everybody got
You
quiet.
you heard
It
nothing.
was like, you know what? Well, you can do that in the car if you want to.
Too sweaty. And we got off the agenda. And we weighed off the agenda.
That's the producer fault. He would have called for name out
On what?
on the NPC, but you was talking about, I think you on Jesse Smollett. You talking about my twin. Y'all gonna quit talking about my twin Jesse Smollett now.
Yeah.
I was thinking
But you
y'all
know
coming
what?
for my twin.
The only problem I have with this is that they should find out what it came to this young man to do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Find
I
out,
agree.
okay,
I agree.
why it got to this point for him to do something like, obviously something triggered it, something happened to
Right.
make him do something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this here. You are who you are. Whether you straight, gay, whatever, you are who you are. But at the end of the day, you respect people. So he has some things going on in his life that trigger him to do something like that. And nobody right now don't even know why, because all they want to do is put the man in jail and this and that and all that. You know, hey, first offense, give the man, probation, move on. Nobody got hurt. Nobody, it was just an accident, an incident that happened that really people don't know why it came to that. Find out mental health is find out, because mental health is sky high.
Yeah.
Put it this way. When you're a black person and you do something that's out of the ordinary, okay, they say, well, we need to put him to jail. But when the other race do something, it's mental thing, this here. I guarantee if he was white, they would have never, this situation would have even never got the way it got. You know what I'm saying? And people, I'm so tired of people always telling us, what to say or what not to say. I'm a grown man. I say what I want to say when I want to say it. Who don't like it, I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of people always dictating our community. And we let people come in there to dictate our community, to tell us what to wear and tell us you can't have no Airbnb in there or whatever. Man, shut up and just mind your business.
Well, I'll say this much. I'll align with a lot of that. I just think in America, and I'm gonna use some harsh language, so cover your ears if you don't like it. We are some real idiots. We warehouse more people and put prisons on the backs of taxpayers, and we're doing things that we've done for years and have not reevaluated policy. There is no reason why marijuana should be illegal. And when I get on council, that's going to be a decriminalized issue. I'm tired of seeing it. It's stupid. Why are we putting people in jail over marijuana? It's a plant, for God's sakes. Quit being dumb. Number two, why are we putting people in jail because of a war on drugs? You can't have a war on an ideology. The war on drugs came during the Reagan era because it was a war to put more black people in jail, to get free labor, and to strip people of voting rights. Let's start there. So we're going to work to decriminalize and put people in health situations to monitor what you just said, Bernard. People don't go to, nobody wakes up saying, I want to smoke crack today. That's not what happened. People have real issues, and it's a mental health issue that we got to address. So we got to stop being dumb. The third thing is exactly what you said. Something triggered this man to do something, because that was dumb in itself. Nobody gets up one day and said, oh, let me go create a fiasco to make me look really idiotic. That was not smart. But there's something going on mentally, and I'm one who can tell you, some days I got it well put together, but when you're dealing with some things in life, and I have dealt with, sometimes the mind goes doing some things to you. And so it's real. And if you can't manage it or you can't catch it yourself, you sometimes do things that you don't even know you're doing yourself. It's real. And so we got to start realizing that the only way we put people in jail is for criminal acts like violent crime, rape, murder, violent crime. Outside of that, it needs to be a mental piece and stop putting this on the back of taxpayers. And honestly, this community is the one who's losing off of these idiotic, archaic ways of doing it. And the other population making money off of us.
The only way you change that is by changing the lawmakers, and then you can't say that about those crimes, that you put them in jail only for those things, because somebody will continue to break those laws. So you have to say, okay, you get a first, second, or third offense with it, then fine. But you cannot continue to break laws that are on the book.
But here's my thing. If you want to go use drugs or alcohol till you kill yourself, go do it. Why are we putting them in jail and putting them on the back of taxpayers? That's your life. If you want to go kill yourself, go kill yourself. But put them in jail for is only creating a bigger problem.
Correct.
If you want to go jump off the bridge, have at it.
Yeah. And you know what? And to piggyback on that, the question was this: have anybody ever say, hey, ask a black man? I'm just putting ask a black man, hey, are you okay? And if that black man say I'm all right, okay, that man not all right. Okay, something's going on. People don't never want to say, hey, how you doing? Everything okay? Just because we on here and we laughing, we smiling, we got personal issues going on in our life. We you know that we have to deal with, and we have to come on this show and keep a straight face and keep doing this show. But when the show is over, you still go back and pick up that same issue and that same problem. This guy, he was an actor, you know. He doing these shows, and then at the end of the day, he when he leave the show, he had a dark space in his life, and that's what triggered that. You know, most people, hey, we do have dark space in our life. You either gonna let it control you, or you gonna work on it and get some help. And right now, these days, man, Jules and RG, it's like you probably have to help yourself, because if you go into a doctor or whatever, they got issue. They just taking our money. One time they say, hey, doc, you lay on the chair and let me ask you some questions, because I think something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, why I want to pay somebody some money to tell me I cuss too much? I know I cuss. You know what I'm saying?
Fix it, Jesus.
Yeah, I got a question for both of y'all. How did we get so far off subject? What was the subject that y'all,
Jesse Smollett, Ryan here getting beat up, getting his planning his beat down.
No, we ain't even there yet.
Oh,
I don't know. The woman who got kidnapped by social media date by her. You know, I mean, the guy who got kidnapped.
No, what happened?
She kidnapped the guy and tortured him after he met on social media. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Don't date on social media. What is a lieutenant corporal?
Huh?
A lieutenant corporal. Anybody know?
I don't know that now.
Yeah, I don't have that. We'll have to Google that one there.
I sure Robert didn't have his drawers on just now.
that hey, Robert, stay on social media. Those stay on social media. That boy.
You ain't gonna never find no date on social media.
No whatsoever. Hey, not anyway, Jew. His name up. They say, they see his name. Not him.
Y'all know y'all low down for that. Got Betty Jones, Dr. Jones. Don't follow them up. No good and well. I got on my clothes. Got on my gym clothes. I'm going to the gym.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna go to Jesse Somet.
Huh?
Jesse was sentenced to 150 days in jail, and he acting like he got sentenced to 150 years in jail.
That was not smart.
Hey. I'm telling you, I ain't never been to jail before, thank God, and I don't even want to spend one day, 30 minutes or whatever. So 100 and Drew, hey y'all, 150 days to him, it is like 150 years. But hey, he ain't never been, he's scared as hell.
But he got 12 years, he got what that is, 150 days, 40, 120.
Close about what, 5 months or something?
I mean 30 is 120, and then 30. So 5 months. He got 5 months in jail.
Yeah. Half a year, close to
5 months in jail.
Yeah, it should have been. Yeah,
he gonna get out in good. If he behave, he gonna get out in 3 months.
and you got your behind beat.
90 days.
Yeah,
and
I just don't think that was necessary. Really, I just don't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. What is that gonna prove?
Yeah, he got 5 months, so he probably served maybe about 2.5 months or something.
But Jesse, you got to do some time, because you tried to make it look like somebody that was a race thing, where somebody or not race. He tried to make it like it was a sexual orientation type of a hate crime.
Yeah.
So what I think, and I hope our district attorney is working, because I know our district attorney is working on some more creative things too. Why not put him in a situation where he's doing training, mentoring, community service, but doing things that will help him and the community learn why that was wrong, how we can better strengthen the community because of the issue, but put him in jail again. He getting free food. I mean, they ain't the ideal situation when I say this, because I got family members, and some things that happen in life. So I get it, but you ain't. If you're not fixing the issue. The issue is still there. It's like saying I got a leak in my roof, and I'm gonna put a piece of plywood over it. The issue's still there. The plywood is eventually gonna rot. So you still got the issue that's not resolved. And so I just think there's ways that we can. I want him to come out better, rehabilitated, and learning. The criminal justice system is not about rehabilitation; it's about capitalism.
And that's true. I think that he'll be rehabilitated when he comes out of there, because he's not going to do this dumb doo-doo no more. Yeah. He ain't going to do it again. So he'll be rehabilitated. Man up. That's what he need to do.
He might get, but he gonna get a lot of what he wanted.
Robert, he was smart enough to do to set all that up with some dummies who told on him.
Yeah.
So he ought to be
wise
enough
Y'all can quit talking about two man.
Take the little time that they gave. He lucky all he got was 6 months.
Help me, Bernard. Help me. Y'all talking about my twins.
Yeah.
Just think.
The twins, yeah.
Just think, though. What would have been calling for the guys if it was for real? We'd have been calling for the guys to do 10 years or more, right?
I don't know. I don't think I would. I really just think we need to do less jail time and more other things, like Bernard said.
I understand, but let me tell you something, Robert, from a person who's been to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Some people need to be in jail.
No, I get you.
Yeah, Jesse Somet, he probably don't. But I was around some people that really need to be in jail.
Hey,
don't never need to be out here. Yeah. I'm serious.
No, I feel you on that. Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Every last one of them went home for me. And they shouldn't have never been home. Yeah. Never. And I'm telling you this here. It's people that should have never been home.
Yeah.
Because they are going back out to do the same thing, and they tell you they're going back out to do the same thing. See, but all they look at is a number on that piece of paper. They don't evaluate the person.
Yeah.
See, they could have let me out the first 4 days.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have never had another problem out of me in my life, just like they're not going to have another problem out of me the rest of my life.
Right.
They didn't have to take the time they took on me. They were just wasting taxpayer money.
Yeah.
But they had to teach me a lesson that I didn't need.
Yeah.
I learned it the first 4 days.
But
some people ain't gonna never learn it.
But they don't realize jail is really like jail, because I'm been seeing some story lately, because my daughter friends, all them, they in jail. They making plenty of money. They cash out people something. If jail is really jail, some people want to go to jail. Like, man, I can make plenty of money in jail. I can get 3 meals.
Y'all read my book, read my book, Bernard, read my book. And for some reason I ain't gonna even go there, but right. I was sending home $800 a month. I was sending home $800 a month because I was an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
I did everything. Played cards. I didn't do anything that was like so dope or nothing. No,
right.
Plenty of dope in prisons.
Yeah,
but I did. I made money. I played cards. I'm one of the best card players in the world. Put me at any poker table in this world, If anybody want to front me and put me on the world championship of poker, I'm your man. I'm the best poker player in the world. But I just don't get into poker tournaments. I need to be on the world.
Well, we might go to Vegas then.
I know.
So, I sent money home, and that's what it was. You can do it in prison.
Yeah,
you gotta have a passion. You gotta have a hustle.
Yeah. It's
okay,
there.
I got the list. Somebody
text
me.
On that note,
I don't know none of these people.
I'm gonna make sure my thing.
They sure got a whole lot of people on it. How all these people get to be on there? I mean, they got 50 people on the damn list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 30 people on that board?
No, those.
It's more than that because you got subcommittees.
Look at Josh Sham.
I thought, are you looking at what I sent you, or that's something else?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, those are the employees. That's not the boards. Those are the employees, and that's why I said you see who the executive director is, and that's why I'm like saying I'm going to say this right here. See, we can criticize Chester, we can criticize Van, we can talk about all these other people, and I'm like saying, now, I know for a fact, anybody else could have gone right there and look and say NPC with regards to and seeing who are the people there. And that's why I kept throwing out the executive director. I went and said that. And the executive director is a Black woman. You can go and talk. You can say what you want about Earlene Davis. You can talk about Earlene. That's what I'm talking. We can talk about these other people, but then with some other thing, when we start calling them out, I'm like, folks act like they can't find it. And I'm like saying, wait a minute. Now, even with my own little break, I just went ahead and bam, just went right there, NPC staff. And that's the staff. That's not the boards. You still got all the other boards. You got boards, Historic Sites and Monument Commission. You got all that. That's the other layer. And that staff is the one that go and they're the ones that basically doing the rudimentary stuff. They're doing the work, and they're the ones that not go and jumble up the plans and then put it out there. So I'm like saying, come on, I'm gonna say this right here publicly. I'm like, when we try to dumbify ourselves, then guess what? You can't even go and criticize other people. And I'm like saying, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, and that's why I said, and some people out there know who looking at the Rabble right now, they know exactly why I was saying what I was saying, trying to tell other people go and do it, as opposed to me doing it, because I'm going to say, we got some person. So I go and put it out there. Last year, we went before the city council, and some of y'all council members, I had two of my people in particular, who want to have a business on Skidaway Road, and were denied getting the license. Denied getting the license. Young African American entrepreneurs denied by some of the people who y'all know, some people who y'all support. And that's why I'm like saying, so that's why I'm like saying, see how I'm talking right now? Everybody gonna say, Jamal, it's all personal with him. That's why I was trying not to get some of y'all was going to do that. But see, that's why I'm like saying, that's why I have to act the way that I do. That's why people see me as being that fire, because I have to do that because I'm like looking at everybody else being lukewarm. And we got people on NPC who look just like us, who are doing the bidding of the system. And then we trying to complain about that. I said, you can not ban all day long. You can not ban all day long. You can not test all day long. But I'm like saying, all right, so now why we can't go and just get some information from the staff director and ask the question? That's why what happened with regard to Bethel A&E, when Bethel was being torn down, Keisha Gibson Carter was contacted or spoke with the director of the NPC. And guess what? The NPC director told her about having an injunction because Keisha trying to fuss at me. And I had to shut Keisha down and tell her, no. I said, guess what? She told you about the injunction. I said, Keisha, guess what? She was the one that could have done something about that. She could have been about the preservation. She didn't even tell y'all that. And now when Keisha like, what? I said, she had the power. So we applauding all these black folks around here, and we think we get cool with us. And I might say, it just ain't no Van, no. It just ain't no Chester, them. We got all these other people that we're going to call them out. And I'm like saying, come on, the information has been there. And then we got some other people who work right there, who go. Now I said, if y'all look at the city council meeting, y'all see the people who go right before city council on the NBC, and they make their statements right there. And nobody think anything about that.
Let me check this out, though. Check this out, Terrain. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if y'all go to NPC, you'll see, so Weeping Time had to go through historic preservation, right? Let me read the names of that subcommittee. You got Virginia Mobley, Chelsea Jackson Green, Darren Bagley Heath, Rebecca Fenwick, J. Haley Swindle, Robin Williams. That's your Metropolitan Historic Planning Committee. That's the people that said Weeping Time ain't worthy.
That's Site's alignment. But guess what? When it comes down to some of the planning with regard to the zoning, you look at who's on those boards right there, and look at some people.
Well, I'm about to.
Some of the people that Julius Hall knows well. That again. And
hold on. The planning. Which one is it? The planning committee? Where's the historic president? Let me see. City of Savannah Zoning Board of Appeals. Let's see who's on the City of Savannah Board of Appeals. Then I'm gonna go to Chatham County. Let's see who those members are. And the minutes are posted, so you can see who said what.
Right.
Hold on. We're about to read these names. You got Stephen Merriman, Michael Condon, Larry Evans, Hunter Hall, Karen Jarrett, Betty Jones. I don't think it's St. Betty Jones. And then Stephen M. Plunk. And then Marcus Lawson, the secretary. That's that one. So then we're going to go to the Chatham County Zoning Board of Appeals. Ooh, look at public documents at work. So Chatham County Board of Appeals. Let's see who those members are. And yeah, I'm going to post the website so y'all can go see minutes and all that. James Corsi, Robert Vineyard, Benjamin Pelote Jr., Corin Ross, Meredith Stone, and same secretary. I ain't got to do with it. The minutes are right there, so I ain't getting involved. I'm just reading what's on the paper.
And like I said, and you ain't even go. And there are other committees of boards also. They're the ones that go and determine about the zoning, what should happen. And there's some of them. When you look at what happened at the arena, you have some people who are off the west side from the neighborhood, right there, that Victor Cooper had been battling with. I'm just going to say that. Our brother, Victor Cooper, had been battling with. Bernetta had been battling with, and that some of them now, when the arena's coming up, they're talking about this stuff, and people have been saying, listen here, there's going to be flooding in Brickyard. If y'all don't realize it, it's going to be flooding in Brickyard over there, and traffic is going to be impacting folks in Carver Village and Cloverdale. People have been saying that, and Brickyard and all of that. People have been saying that. Yeah. They've been telling folks, and like I said, we got some of us sitting right there. We think we're so astute. And I started to say something about the school that someone went to, but I ain't gonna send them at the school they went to.
But Rebecca made a comment about, read the minutes. Rebecca, go under the boards. People, y'all better study this website, boards and commissions. It give you every minute, every decision made, and every coonery that went down. And honestly, hey, it's there. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just reading names, and hey, it's shocking. Shocking report. You heard it here first.
And I would say, for example, when I had called that statue or that bust of Dr. King ugly, and people tried to come at me about that, And I was like
It
saying,
was ugly.
and I had said that I was waiting. I said I had to wait. I had to wait because guess what? You can go back and look at the minutes and see where Alicia Miller Blakely, when she was on the Historic Sites and Monument Commission, when she was the one that had asked some questions of the people who made up this committee, this special committee that was with your boy, with the millionaire name, I forgot his name, and then
Helper.
with regard,
Helper.
and then with regards to, and the black people who were right there when they asked the question. And I had said, and that's this was 2018, when I was like, yo, and I had said to people, now I told some people that I put it out there on social media, I said, I had told people it's going to be an issue about this monument. But that's why I went and said this year, I said, I didn't know it was going to be that bad. I did not know it was going to be that bad. And the minutes are there that you can go and look at. You can go look at some other stuff too. Yeah. But again, and now I'm going to say, and some of our leadership has not played a role with regard to helping us, but then even some of us, even the leadership doesn't do it. You as a citizen have the ability to do that. That you look at city council stuff and you just brush it on off. And now I say one person, you see them talking all the time. And I'm like saying, which I told somebody privately, I said, I expect so much from that person, but it's like that person works with the system. And because I don't feel like smashing them so hard right now, because I said, I got to talk to their spouse and tell their spouse, like, listen, that person is killing us.
Yeah, I'm glad we brought this up because a lot of times, well, I don't agree with a lot of things that's done in government. That's just more what people know about. We know about what's in front of us, what we were taught in school. What we don't know about was, like Rebecca said, this group was created. It's kind of behind the scenes, so you don't see it every day. But this is a powerful group here. They're
My
powerful.
my problem is that when you look at these boards, it's the same names that you've seen forever. It's the same names that their parents are putting them on these boards and everything. And
The parents are not putting them
I
on. It's the elected officials. That's why it's the city of Savannah.
right, it's the
Actually,
elected officials, it's the
it's the
parents who
county.
have the relationships with those elected officials who are putting these kids on there also. The children
One
of
of your attorneys is on there, Julius Hall. On one of your attorneys is on them, on Julius Hall. I'm just sharing it with you.
well,
That's why
one
I'm
of my
like
attorneys used to be the
that.
chair of it. He still a chair?
So I'm just saying that. So again, some of it is not. It ain't even in some cases. It ain't even generational for some people. That again, and that this is the entire county. So it's not just the city of Savannah. It's the entire county. And so that's why we're going to talk about one of the things I share with people: the conservation districts. They are Chatham County under MPC. You're able to have historic districts and conservation districts. And this is the deal. Out of all historic districts, there are only 3 black historic districts in all of Chatham County. And I'm in one on right now. That's the Pinpoint Sandfly or Pinpoint Historic District, Pinpoint. Then you got Kyla Brownsville and Carver Village. But then the conservation district, that's why we said that's where it's so even more glaring that conservation districts are pretty much only Caucasian neighborhoods, and it's the wealthiest neighborhoods, like Ardsley Park, as Robert brought up earlier when he was saying something that Ardsley Park is brought, Chatham Crescent, Edgemere, Ardmore, Parkside. So you got even middle income Caucasian neighborhoods protected. But here you go, none of the black neighborhoods, West Savannah is not protected. Not
Nope.
protected at all. That's why they can come and build whatever they want. Kyla Brownsville, Tam Park, Jackson Park, not protected. East Side, not protected. Benjamin Van Clark, not protected. Tatumville, not protected. Tremont Park, Ogeechiton, not protected. None of our neighborhoods are protected. None of them at all. None fall in the conservation protection district. That's why they can put up these 5-story, 8-story buildings, in our communities, and no one says anything. Now the city of Savannah, once we had did that live, they now pushed some of that buildings are 50 years or older. There had to be some hearing process. But then we still had to have our neighborhoods protected. And again, that's why when Tam Park, Jackson Park had their neighborhood association meeting last year, and Tanya Milton was there, she had folks from the NPC. That's what I then brought up and said that the conservation protection need to be extended more to our neighborhoods. But there's a process in that. And that's why I've been saying to people recently and put it out there publicly also on social media. We need to have that stuff loosened up, and our elected officials can play a role with regard to that. County and city can play a role with regard to helping that. And that's why I say you got executive director. If they're really concerned about that, then they will go and do that.
Well, maybe
you know
Robert
what?
can get somebody on the show on the Watchdogs, and we can discuss this a little deeper because
Yeah, yeah.
we have
Because
um,
what's scary about it?
our welcome on this subject because
What?
we ain't even got to our main subject. We're still in the lightning round. How the hell the lightning round take an hour and a half?
I know.
Good Bernard.
Well,
Don't
I'm
be,
just
don't
saying.
be me.
I'm just saying because that's what this matter right here. This is y'all wealth right here. This is y'all. This is how y'all can still stay in the city. And that's why again, and it's not just the elected officials. It is MPC also has a role in this right here, and that's when they talk about the plans. The plans they state the plans. They put the plans out there. They already told y'all that Augusta Avenue was going to basically become gentrified with regards to businesses.
It's,
They
it's,
already
it's on
told
the
you.
website.
They did that. That was done. I want to say that was 2004. They said that. They had said that about MLK Junior Boulevard. Did y'all know that? They had put the information was put out there. It was put out there publicly. They said that. They had talked about Bull Street. They talked about Bull Street, West Broad. They named Waters Avenue. They named the very neighborhoods that all y'all were living in, and they put it out there. That was on commercial gentrification, and they already had discussed about gentrification, the residential. Yeah, that's why I'm not saying. So what we doing? We talking about the stuff that they had already planned, and they put the
But
stuff right there for us to see.
Rebecca made this is
But
the key. This is the key
I'm gonna
comment
be
right
quiet
here.
right now.
This is the key comment right here. Every appointment to every commission and every board in the city
Right.
of Savannah should be public. Period. And when it's not public, we need to start questioning that. And that's why I think people get so upset with our current governors because a lot of things are done behind closed doors, and now we know why. All of these appointments need to be public. I just don't understand how these decisions are made, and the citizens have no clue that they get put out of their houses for people that we just elected.
Dr. Jones says some of us still learning. Thanks for teaching.
Hmm.
Diamond said lightning around extended because Ice of Jesus had to go do wardrobe change. Watch him. He probably got it in his contract. It's in his
You
contract.
got love Ivan.
He
Yeah.
can do movies.
This is my contract. My contract says. My contract says.
He can do movies. Daylight savings time. Daylight savings time. It is now permanent across the nation. They voted on it. Do y'all want daylight savings time, or y'all want the night to continue?
You want my real opinion?
Yeah.
We got hungry and homeless folk out here. I give a doggone blasted doggone about some days, sunlight, whatever. Feed these people and do some real legislation.
Daylight saving time, Bernard.
As long as I still get my nap at 3 o'clock. So, I gotta take my nap at 3. So whether it's sun up or sun down, it's good for to be honest, it's good for the little kids that's getting out of elementary school and they have time enough to go play with their neighbors and all that. That's basically what it's about. But with me, now as long as I get my nap in and I'm okay.
All right.
And
Jamal?
there are other countries here in Americas who they don't go and do that, and so they stick with that one time, So they don't go and say, hey, have fall back and spring ahead. They just go like, hey, that one time, and that's what it is year round. So
Yeah.
some people say we are catching up with regards to some other countries also.
Yeah.
Here in the Americas.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, how that happened? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, it's get dark at one time. It got dark at 6, and then all of a sudden, it get dark at 8:30. I'm still trying to figure that out. I mean,
It's with regards to the season, because what happened in the spring comes that again we have more light. It's just that when winter comes, that's when we have more darkness.
yeah.
And so
Okay. There was something about cropping, doing planting also, wasn't it? I read somewhere some years ago, 20, 30 years ago, it had something to do with the farmers planting also. They had more time to get stuff done at night with in the evening time with this. I don't know. I don't forgot where I read it. But daylight saving time, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other either. Some people were complaining that their kids went out too early and had to be at the bus stops and it was still dark.
dark.
And
Yeah,
that's what the whole
that's
problem was
real.
with the school kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look now, remember we used to be at school, stop at 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock. But
Yeah.
now it don't even get light till 7:20, 25.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids are out there in the dark is what the people are saying.
Yeah.
But that's just one of the things. Uh,
Do that.
what that?
What's wrong with you?
Go ahead.
Hey,
No, he shouldn't go
do
on. He
that.
should not go on. See
Do
that?
that.
See, y'all encourage that
Do
behavior.
that play a part in y'all sex life? You got to get in late or early. I'm just asking. Inquire mind.
No, this is a family-friendly show.
If you're a morning guy, it'll still be dark.
I got a real call. I'll tell you offline. Let me put in the private chat. Let me
Election
put a private.
suppression, like voter suppression. Is it like voter suppression? And the backstory to this is they're
It's
all
in the
across
private
the
chat.
country. All across the country, they are creating these laws to suppress our votes and to suppress the districts that are majority that were drawn so that we can have true representation. Now they are getting rid of these districts, especially in Florida. Florida just wiped away 2 black districts, wiped them out. And that's voter suppression because those voters cannot get people who they want to represent them. And that's election suppression. What say you?
It is absolutely suppression. It is about the Republican Party in particular. I tell folks, I call them the anti-democracy party. They're the anti-democracy party. No matter what they try to tell you and how to try to sell it to you, they are against democracy. Democracy tells you, or the Republican form of government says that the people elect who they want into office. And if you get voted out, guess what? You did not have what the people wanted. So you need to create a platform that's going to be attractive to the people, as opposed to having propaganda. And so this is a part of that. And that's again, it's their way to still maintain power and basically being autocratic, being a dictatorship, a political a political party dictatorship, as opposed to saying being a real democracy where we're going to talk about these ideals, these principles. Again, America is filled with hypocrisy, especially coming from one particular party. Democrats are no better with regard to some elements also, but here with regards to them, we see them still doing all that they can to maintain power when the people do not want them in power.
Yeah. And you see all this is basically coming up after Trump lost. Once he lost, and all of a sudden you start, everybody want to change the rules of the game now to fit the Republicans so they can get right back in there where they need to be. If it wasn't for that, it would have never changed, because we changed because we came out in numbers and voted his butt out of there. Now all of a sudden they got issues. Now they're changing the rules. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when the New England Patriot was winning these Super Bowls, and the reason why they was doing it because they was cheating. They put a hard ball with whoever they was playing, and then they get braided a little softball, where it can go. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They're just changing the rules now. So at the end of the day, I think because what happened, I don't think people of our color is gonna go and vote like they did before. I think we losing it. We losing some votes. We losing the young kids. It's gonna be chaos in 2022 and in 2024. Period. So all the ones who won in back then, like Warnoff and all of them, and man, y'all got to hit the pain. Y'all got to hit the payment, because I don't think Stacey and all of them can pull us black folks out like they did before. That's just my honest opinion. We already been disappointed and let down anyway. It's still we got probably almost 100 bills up there for black folks to sign, and they ain't signed not one yet. Not one. And JoJo, he's come on. People can come in our community and tell us a bunch of BS and we believe it, and then boom. Only reason JoJo is president is because of us. Period.
Yeah. Well, one thing that should have happened is they have Trump has emboldened the races in this country, even here in Port Wentworth.
Mm-hmm.
Trump has emboldened the races. And what should have happened instead of the Republicans and the Tea Party and the QAnons and the Proud Boys and all raiding the Capitol, when Trump was in office for those 4 years, we should have been raiding the White House.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw that we had no courage. They saw that we had no unity. So
Mm-hmm.
they said, no matter what they do, we don't care. We're going to do what we want to do. Imagine if Trump would have won this election.
Mm-hmm.
This country would be on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Putin would probably be sitting in the White House right now, invading Ukraine and Poland and everybody else over there.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got to show where there's unity. When there's no unity, then you're weak, and then anybody can take you over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The two professors don't want to say nothing on that.
Why?
All right.
Y'all my name Jesse Smollett, but I ain't going to jail. But but no, I just think I think the one thing I will say, and I'm going to use Chatham County as an example, we got to have a real strategy. And we got people in Chatham County who really put a good strategy around the Democratic Party. And if you go into these things without a real strategy and without real, I don't want to use demands, but real demands, then you're just shooting at the hip. And so what I mean by that is, how do we put people in place that are going to advocate for us and our values and who are going to be 100% real? And yeah, honestly, we don't know who's going to be real or who fake, right? And we see that and let's use Savannah City Council. We have at least 2 or 3 on there that say they were going to do these things and got in there and Kessler dangled that carrot and they went and ate the carrot. Fine, do what you want to do. That's your business. But if you look at what I typically do and whatever, I'll look at your track, let me talk to a few people that know you. Let me look at some of your work. And it gives me an indication of whether you're going to do some real foul stuff or you're going to really stand up when it gets hot and heavy. And so I say all that to say is that we got to start putting people in place. And I agree with you, Bernard. I think Joe Biden's done some good things, but there's some things I really now question. I'm really pissed off with Kamala, and I'm not going to go into ESR, but this young lady over in Russia, that's African American female. And if Kamala is a real African American female, I would have, from me, I would have made that a priority. That's solid. But again, she didn't do that in California. We knew that. See what I'm saying? Check that track record out. She didn't really do that as a prosecutor in California. So why would we expect her to stand for our people now? Mm-hmm. So you got to look at people's track record and start putting people in place and strategizing so that we put folks in office that are going to advocate for us and not shuck and jive when the pot gets heavy.
Yeah.
Hey, I gave my perspective about it. That's one of the things I said in the beginning. I get my thoughts. But so now, since you want to push me, I go ahead. We need to burn the entire place down. The entire country needs to be burned down. The entire country. Savannah, I did a prayer about Savannah burning. That Savannah needs to be burned down. I said to the people, I put it out there publicly. I say Savannah needs to burn down. Savannah needs to burn down. I think I had said that on Run Tell That. I would say Chatham County needs to be burned down. This country needs to be burned down. Georgia needs to be burned down. So it can be born anew, because right now this is all unhealthy growth that we have going on in this country right here. We need to be burned down.
Okay. What if we instead of burning it down, what if we just put some fertilizer? Fertilizer kill too. If you got some, that'll be, instead of burning down, let's get some fertilizer, Jamal. That'd be okay.
No, I like in the Serengeti. It burns every year. Burn it down. New growth comes about. Burn it down.
Burn, baby, burn. Ivan Cohen, I know you got a song for that, Ivan Cohen. Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah. Hey, RG, what's that lady name that we listened to the other night? We was on Zoom. What her name is? I mean, she was good.
Nikki Giovanni. Nikki Giovanni is real. Yes. Nikki Giovanni is serious business, buddy.
Yeah,
and she
was deep.
Correct. Nikki. Nikki ain't about that business. She don't play around like that. Yeah. And Nikki put it out there for you.
Yeah. She went off on the vice president. She told her to say, hey, she need to do her job. She ain't doing her job.
Just specifically says she needed to thank the black people for putting her where she
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
I can agree with that.
yeah.
I can agree with that.
I
You
mean,
know, a lot of times we get in places, and I think some of us get scared to advocate for us because we think somebody gonna call us a name. So what? So what? If you can't stand alone, then you don't need to be in the role anyway. Then you got all of us, others of us who forget that it's your people who really put you there.
yeah,
Yeah. Well,
Like, come on.
it's
You might
selfish.
get 4 or 5 over here, but it's your fault,
Yeah, but
that put you there.
Robert, they're not going to listen to you. It's
Oh, I
selfishness.
know that.
You,
I ain't
you're
talking
going
enough
in.
because
You're going
I
in.
don't want them to listen, but they're scary. I'm preaching to the quiet.
You're going in for one or two reasons: for yourself or for the people. And then it shows very shortly what you're there for. After you get in, very shortly after you get in, it shows what you're there for. Clarence Thomas' wife was at January 6 riots. Clarence Thomas' wife. First, we know she supplied the buses. Her and the heirs from Publix. They supplied the buses to bring those people to the Capitol. Clarence Thomas' wife and one of the heirs from Publix supermarkets. Okay,
The shopping is a
that
pleasure.
was known. But now they came out, and the FBI is saying Clarence Thomas' wife was at the surrection. His wife. Now here's a Supreme Court justice. She's at the insurrection. What y'all say? Should she go to jail too?
Clarence was there too, but y'all just didn't see him.
That's Jamal homeboy. Jamal over there in his neighborhood right now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. I'm right in the church where they got the historical marker right on the other side. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be saying nothing like that about Clarence Thomas. But I was gonna say this right here. Now, at least they indicating that his wife that she did not attack the Capitol. So but she was out there for the events because you had others there for the events also. So what's the thoughts on that? Because she didn't storm the Capitol.
But she was implicit with getting the people there that caused the harm.
So she aided and abetted.
She was aiding in the bed, and she was party to a crime, and she should be charged. Her and the damn heirs. If that was Jamal Torre and Robert Bryant, y'all would be charged. If Julius and Bernard,
No, it ain't because I'm gonna run.
Yeah.
it don't matter. You can't run from the FBI.
Yeah.
Ooh, look,
And I'm gonna let them know I'm Cubano
Bernard.
Americano.
Hey.
Cubano Americano. I'm not one of y'all. I just help y'all out. I'm Cubano Americano.
That's just like there was Uber drivers. To be honest, they brought them there. At the end of the day, I feel like this. Everybody that was there, all those fools and those nuts that was there because Trump brought them there, all of them, whether they was outside or inside, it still was chaos. I guarantee you, if all us was there, if that was the Million Man March and that happened, all us would be in jail.
Now you're gonna be in a
all
coffin.
us would be in jail.
You've been in the coffin.
That's correct.
No, we've been shot up.
They'd be
Yeah,
knocking
you get
on our
started.
doors every morning, kicking it in, taking us in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Because we were just there.
Yeah.
If we raided the White House or any of the other places, we would all be in jail because they would have found out who every one of us. They'd have been pinging cell phones and everything else to get out to find out who was there.
Yeah.
But
I'm an American. I'm American. I'm not one of y'all. I'm American.
Okay, you one of the Proud Boys. What that outfit you got on? That a Quaker? Is that a Quaker's outfit? Gangster's outfit from the 40s? Or what kind of outfit that is? Are you Malcolm X? You playing Malcolm X?
He looked like a pilgrim. With that big old head on. This ain't November.
Yeah, Amish.
Hey, Ivan Cohen, he playing Dolomite. You seen that pimp rod he had? Show that pimp rod again. Show that pimp
Hey,
rod.
but speaking of outfits, y'all seen that side note? Y'all seen that new outfit line by Ralph Lauren from Morehouse and Spelman? That thing sharp. I need one of them outfits.
Yeah.
That's a side note.
Clarence Thomas' wife needs to go to jail just like everybody damn else.
Yeah.
she need to at least be taught a lesson because see, if you let just because she's his wife and you let her get away with it, no
Yeah.
sir, no sir.
Mm-hmm.
Next,
Hey,
we
if
got
what?
no Georgia elections heating up.
And don't talk about Stacey, but all kind of ways now.
We
No, no,
got
no, no.
Don't talk about Stacey Abrams like that.
we got we got 10. You got 11 minutes, y'all. 11 minutes. Georgia elections heating up. Who qualified? Who all ready to get in there and do what you got to do? We got Jay Jones. He qualified for Senate House. Senate number 1? I can see it's a run and run. It's a run. The ninjas are covered. The ninjas are covered. Right? The Alvin Cohen is something else.
Let me
See,
tell you
see,
something. You got a love
see,
Ivy.
see how you influence your audience to come to that.
But what y'all say about these elections? Stacey Abrams, is she gonna pull the vote so that everybody down ticket can win along with her? I think that the people realized that it was a steal last time. That's where Trump got stopped the steal from, I think, because they stole it last time. And this time, are people gonna be motivated to make sure that she gets in, or are the other side gonna be motivated to make sure that she don't?
Nah. Like I
Well,
said earlier, um, the
We
games
got
have
11, we got
changed.
10 minutes, so y'all be
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. The games
You
have
got 1
changed.
second.
The games have changed. So at the end of the day, that I don't know, Joe. It's up in the air. The games have changed now. You know, rules that certain people can go and vote, and then they cut it off at 6 or whatever. And you know, black folks don't get off until about 6. Poll close.
Yeah.
Robert,
I think she's very strategic. If you watch her, she's very, very, very strategic. And people, you see Fair Fight for the surface, but Fair Fight is a very in-depth, comprehensive organization. I'd be very careful if I was David Perdue or what's the other guy's name? Brian Demp, whatever his name is.
all
Kill.
right,
Yeah.
I
Jamal.
know that. I just did it on purpose. I don't like him.
well, the poll's still gonna be closing at 7 o'clock. But will black men vote for Stacey Abrams?
Will black men vote? Period.
True.
You know, will we come out to vote? Period. You make a good point, Jamal.
Yeah.
Will we come out to vote? I think that there's a great strategic plan being done, and it's too late to stop it because the Dems have really been doing their work. They have all these organizations now that have been registering people. They got all these. They've outdid the Republican Party this time, and I think it's going to be too late. It takes years to do this, and they've been doing it for a couple of years now, and so I think it's going to be a massive turnout, bigger than the last election, and we'll see what happens in if we can get everybody to pay attention. If we can. That's the thing. We got about 7 minutes. And the
You know he
last,
was. You know he gonna talk about this.
Hey,
how dumb can a mayor be?
He just going for no one.
hey, Joe.
How dumb can a mayor be?
Hey,
I want to nominate Gary Norton as the dumbest mayor in the world, not in Georgia, not in the United States, as the dumbest mayor in the world.
I heard you talking about
The
McGillis.
world. This dude don't have an idea nowhere in his body. Dumbest man, and the damn legislators that are following him is just as dumb almost. They
You mad? But what's his
public
name?
enemy number one.
You
I
don't
can
like
be
Ron
public
Stevens.
enemy. Robert, can I please say what I'm gonna say? I say I'm public enemy number one. Well, let me be 1, 2, and 3. Do what you do. I told you I ain't scared of dying. You people are just sick. They want to hide being racist behind wanting to dissolve a city. How you gonna dissolve a city? 1,200 people downtown, 12,000 on this side, and you want to give the 1,200 a city of their own. They ain't got no money, no resources, no nothing. How dumb can a mayor be? Dude, you dumb. Somebody see this, please tell Gary Norton, you the dumbest man on the planet.
Hey, you can take
Gary
my
Norton-
5 minutes, Drew. Drew, you can take my 5 minutes. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Right, I'm
You
scared
can
too.
take my 5 minutes.
You gonna dissolve a city. Go ahead, Jamal.
The show ain't got but 3 more minutes, so he can't take the 5 minutes. I want to say Gary Norton is my friend. Gary Norton is my friend. So I want you to talk about my friend.
Hey,
You a friend with all the mayors of Chatham County.
I know it. Hey, they the one told him away that damn head he got on. You talking about?
One thing for sure, the feds would have overturned anything that legislature they would have did. They would have got that overturned because you just can't come dissolving the city because your friends ask you to. They don't have a damn reason. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Y'all dumb. Dumb. You wouldn't even think about the federal court. They thought they could just do what they want to do,
Hey.
and people are gonna lay down. I've never seen nobody this dumb. You need to have their own city. You need to call it Tiger Ridge. Anyway, next. Anybody else got anything to say? Because we finna get up out of here. I just can't. Change is gonna come, people. We got about 3-4 minutes. Change is gonna come. Change is coming all over the country, especially in Georgia. You just got to understand that it's coming near you. You can't get mad because the rules have changed, and now the game has changed, and now you want to change the rules.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's not how it works. That's not how it works in this country. And to think that you would have some people following these dumb people up. That's why I ran for mayor, because I saw how dumb they were. That's why we moved all of them out of office, because the people saw how dumb they were. If they got a problem with me calling them dumb, come see me. I called you dumb. That's what they are. Dumb as hell.
Well,
The views of Julius Hall are only his views. Jamal Touré is not involved in any of his views.
and my last
Julius
word
Hall
is,
saying on Julius Hall, whatever Julius Hall says is all Julius Hall.
hey, I'm gonna hang in there with my brother Julius Hall. You dumb. You're just dumb. Plain dumb. With that dumb hat that Jamal got on. Number one, hey, you come on there, man. You had to be a joke, man. You had to, it's dumb.
You gonna say it's just dumb. That ain't right. That ain't right, Bernard. You ought to repent for that comment. That ain't right. It's went. You need to repent.
Jules kept saying dumb and just got in my head. I mean, I had no other
You
way.
just had to go there, huh?
It's pretty sharp. What character you playing, Jamal?
It is Dr. Buzzard, but
Minerva.
But it's actually Dr. Lavender. And see, even with Midnight Garden, Good and Evil, that's all false in and of itself right there. By the time they talk about Minerva was Dr. Buzzard's wife, that's a lie, because Dr. Buzzard, his family is right there over in St. Helena, and I know some of the family, so that's incorrect when they say all that right there. But that's the exploitation. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna give them the stuff I do anyway with regards to our potions and treatments and stuff like that. And for Bernard Brown, I got a red ball. I got a red ball for you. You bounce the ball on the full moon on a Friday night, and you say, "Do you like me? Do you love me? Let me know." Say the 23rd Psalm, and then you'll get somebody to fall in love with you. I got the red ball for you.
And the last word, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna kill it on this last subject to straighten it up.
Okay.
Last word. WSAV, WTA, TOC, WJCL, WTGS. Y'all stop running y'all butts to Pope Wentworth trying to cause trouble, because Pope Wentworth gonna be all right. It's a new government in there. Let them do their job. I'm not involved in it. Those people are elected. Let them do their job. You're running up here causing all this confusion with a mayor that has no power. So stop running up here causing confusion. News media and Savannah Morning News also. What kind of ball is that?
It's a red ball. It's the ball is called the potion, which I can tell people about it, but I tell folks I don't really get into like on Run Tell that. I don't really get into a lot of this stuff, but there's things I know. It's called Love Me or Die. This is what this is about. Love Me or Die.
Boy, hey.
I can tell you the secret, but you gotta pay me for it. But this is I got this for Bernard in particular. I'm gonna use this for Bernard. I'm gonna give it to him so he can do that. Love me or die. Love me or die.
Hey, Jamal man, you've been a little violent. He want to love me or die. Then he want to burn down every city in America.
Oh no, I'm saying it's for you. It's for you. It's for you.
All right.
It's for you.
All right.
I get it next Saturday.
All right. All right. Yes, sir.
I'll catch y'all a little bit later, gentlemen.
All right.
And we'll see y'all on tomorrow night on the Ebony Sports Reporters.
There you
And
go.
who else we got tomorrow night? We got Mona Lisa Monroe in the morning at 10 o'clock, Taking the Journey at 6 o'clock, two therapists and a microphone at 7:30, and these handsome gentlemen right here with Ebony Sports Reporters at 8:30. Tune in tomorrow. We'll see y'all on the other side.
Ebony Sports Report is 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes. Ebony Sports Report, 30 minutes.
You know what? And who about to come on next, Julius? Who comes on next?
Next, we got Shantae with Unjust. Don't forget, tune in. Don't go nowhere. Ivan, Unjust next. Ivan,
Yep, we got a locked and loaded.
Shantae McLaughlin next. Y'all tune in right after this show right now. That's why we got to go. Good night.
Yup, peace. Jamal, I tell you what the phone.
I like this. 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 Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this.